Halo has come to be known as one of the most popular gaming franchises and possibly the best at one time. But how did it start? How did it reach its peak? And when did it begin to fall? So, if you didn't know, Halo is a science fiction franchise that follows the journey of Master Chief as he fights the Covenant, this alien race, with the UNSC, or the humans. It is a military science fiction media franchise, and it was originally created by Bungie and published by Microsoft. Now, let's start with Bungie themselves. What is Bungie? Well, Bungie was a game studio established in Chicago, Illinois, and they are the original creators of Halo. Halo started with Combat Evolved, which was originally meant to be a real-time strategy game similar to that of other installments in the Halo franchise, such as Halo Wars and the other Halo Wars games. Halo Combat Evolved was eventually turned into a first-person shooter in 2001. It was released for the Xbox after Microsoft published it as their killer title or killer app, which was selling consoles and selling the Xbox, as it was one of the most advanced shooters at the time and was changing the shooter space as a whole. Now, what made Combat Evolved so special? So, as I just said, the combat was in fact evolved for gaming at the time. It was fun, fast-paced, the story was intriguing, it was a new IP as well, which immediately caught eyes, and the graphics, for the time, were completely out of this world, and the universe and world, enemies, and combat all strung together brought about the perfect package to launch Halo as one of the biggest franchises in gaming. Now, after it was released, it was a critical success, and as I said, it was their killer app, selling almost all of the Xboxes and being almost comboed with every Xbox, as it was so looked forward to. Halo is still to this day one of the highest grossing media franchises of all time over its novels, graphic novels, and its games. And also like toys and other licensed products. So, let's get into the rest of it. So, as I said, Bungie was founded in 1991 in Chicago, Illinois, and the Halo itself was announced in 1999. Halo, if you didn't know, was not intended as Xbox's flagship title, because people were worried about criticism and were not sure about if Halo would be a success, and obviously it was, leading to a sequel in Halo 2, which was announced on August 8th of 2002 at Microsoft's X02 press event, which, as far as I know, it doesn't exist anymore. It featured improved graphics, new weapons, enemies, and multiplayer mode. Halo 2 was released in 2004, and later for Windows in 2007, and it was released with a standard edition and a collector's edition, which obviously came with a steel case, which has become, a staple among many gaming franchises. Halo 2 introduced new gameplay, chief among the ability to hold and fire two weapons simultaneously as dual wielding, and Halo 2 fully supported Xbox Live and matchmaking, as well as good multiplayer combat, and would group players based on a certain type of combat ability and skill level. Halo 3 later was announced due to the success of Combat Evolved and Halo 2, and was announced in 2006 at E3. Halo 3 continued Halo's trend of updating the graphics and employing more higher technology, and it was the final game in the original Halo trilogy, and before Bungie announced the internal conflict within their company, which led to their separation from Microsoft Publishing. Now, after this, they'd helped develop ODST and Reach, but towards the end of Halo 3, after announcing their future separation from Microsoft, 343 Industries was created by Microsoft as a contribution to the Halo franchise, which is why it's called 343. And they helped to they oversaw the production of Reach, as this would be Bungie's last game involved with the Halo franchise. Now we go into the Halo 3 franchise, which obviously involves a bit of Reach and ODST, which, if you didn't know, ODST was a little DLC for Halo 3, kind of evolving the story and giving you a new perspective. And then soon came Halo 4. So after they helped with Reach and Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition, the next game, Halo 4, was announced at E3 in 2011 as the first entry in what was known as the Reclaimer trilogy, and the game included many staples and new redesigned weapons, improved map editing, and an expanded multiplayer maps and options. It was released on November 6th of 2012 and achieved record sales for the franchise due to new additions to the series, a story, and it was titled Spartan Ops. It was released a few weeks after Halo 4's released, but it was a bit of a disappointment even though people enjoyed the multiplayer. The campaign was lazy, it was different, and it was kind of an uncomfortable difference. It didn't really make any sense, and people didn't like it as much, even though a lot of people bought it. Then Halo 5 Guardians was released for the Xbox One on October 27th of 2015 and took place across many worlds, the Elite homeworld, and revolved around the Spartan Locke's hunt for the rogue Master Chief, who was trying to find Cortana. And then the third game, which is the most recent one that was released, Halo Infinite, which was announced in 2018 at E3, rest in peace E3, brings the focus back to Master Chief and Halo's roots, and took place on Zeta Halo, and kind of returned to form, and tried to give you that familiar feeling. Even though the game was not as popular, it has since kind of repaired. The multiplayer was limited at release, and the campaign was very late for when it was originally supposed to be released. But the campaign was decent, and the multiplayer was lousy, but now, personally, I think it has the best multiplayer. Now there's been several spin-offs like Spartan Strike, Spartan Assault, Halo Wars 2, Halo Wars, the Halo 3 ODST, and things like that. So, this was the rise and fall of Halo. When do you think Halo fell off? Do you think it was before Bungie left, after Bungie left, or even did it improve when 343 took over? And are you looking forward to the future of Halo? Let me know in the comments. Alright.